Do you feel like your guys were maybe a step behind tonight, kind of from the start?
Yeah, we knew it's not going to be, it wouldn't be easy, especially after a road trip like that. And again, that's something, yeah, we talked about it, but just probably more yeah, the detail in our game, the chump in our game was just not there. And then at the end of the day, I think, we were not willing to play a grinding game just like they did. So I think that was yeah, that was the difference.
Couldn't capitalize on the power play. Do you think that Tucson, they were really aggressive, or what do you think was going wrong with the power play?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it was just us. When I said about details, I think special teams, especially even PK, we were not sharp today. Power play was not sharp today. So, that those were big moments to maybe give us a little bit of life. I thought Dodes did a tremendous job, like always. To give us a lot of energy, and but we needed more than just him. And I think special teams, those are those moments, like I said, and they had to be better, and they weren't today.
I know you don't like making excuses, but do you think that not having Jeff Millar on the power play maybe didn't help at all?
Yeah, no, I think today it didn't really matter. Again, we just didn't have it, unfortunately. Yeah, it's. I think one player wouldn't be the difference. Maybe, I don't know, but I don't think so.
Phoenix Copley had to make a couple saves right away, and then it seemed like he was pretty much on his game most of the night. Another night where he had a pretty impressive night for you guys.
No, he was solid like always, and yeah, we didn't get in too much trouble. Only of our mistakes, especially on breakouts, and on the PK. And other than that, they didn't have much. But again, it was just us. They didn't change anything. It was more us. Guys got frustrated because they couldn't get anything going. And but yeah, it's those little details matters. We made one big mistake on a goal against, and all of a sudden we were behind, and we were chasing that exactly one mistake the whole game. And but that's how tight it is, and that's something we have to get better at.
Jacob Doda, you mentioned him. You had him out there at the end of the game too, in a role, obviously looking for him in front of the net. What's it like to kind of give him those minutes at the end of the game?
Yeah, I know. This guy, I can't say enough what he means for this team, for this franchise. I think coming to war and do that kind of job, it's hard. It's really, really hard. And he didn't even hesitate today after the other guy made a stupid comment to our bench, and that's Totes. That's why we love him, and we give him a lot of credit. And but again, sometimes I wish we just would get more out of it, whatever he does, and appreciate a little bit more. And it shouldn't be just automatic. Sometimes I feel like we all just look at him and okay, it shouldn't be that way. So, but shame on us on that. But I don't know. I just can't say enough good things about those.
Pinelli exited the game in the second period. Is there any update on him?
Sorry, who was that?
Pinelli exited the game.
Yeah, no, he has an upper body. That's all what I know. Not sure. I didn't see anyone yet how bad it is, but hopefully it's not too bad.
You're looking after he leaves, kind of shuffling things around there, just trying to look for somebody to step up, I guess. What was that like on the bench, just trying to figure out what you're going to do with him out?
Yeah, guys had to be sharp, and again, we are not used to this. Having a guy short, and gives other guys a little bit more opportunities to, more ice time. But yeah, unfortunately, it just. Again, it didn't really matter what we did today. It's just you could see it, you could feel it, the frustration and the body language of the players were we're not good, and I don't think in any moment of the game, guys were believing that we actually gonna win the game. If you like that, it's hard.
How do you change that going forward when you got a Colorado team coming in that they're pretty hot? Obviously, they've beaten you the last couple times, and it's going to be a tough weekend here.
Yeah, no, and I mean, we know we're gonna be better, and for some reason, a lot of Wednesday games during the week, especially at home, we struggle. I think they'll always bounce back, and they will do it again on the weekend against a really good opponent.